Well, how you doing, Knocker, Loki, whatever your name is. Anyway, you might know by now that I do videos more than I write. I try because I have a real issue with sore fingers. It's kind of hard to type sometimes. Uh, you said this thing about how God is love, all love, a loving God, love, 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 love. Keep talking about that. And if you have you read the Bible? I mean, have you actually read the Bible? You mind telling me where the love is? Because the Bible I know that I've read, since I was a kid, uh, and I'm an atheist only because I read the Bible. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. It's freaking nonsense. Why would a loving God do things like this? I got it on. I can read some in this the Bible. You got you got a God that you want to believe in. It always amazes me how many times this God orders the killing of innocent people, even after the commandments say, "Thou shalt not kill." For example, God killed 70,000 innocent people because David ordered a census of the people. God also ordered the destruction of 60 cities so that the Israelites could live there. What the hell is that? Is that a loving God and a creator? Why doesn't he just create another land for them so that he doesn't have to make them kill other people? He's omnipotent, right? Omniscient. He can do that. Why doesn't he move over here to America where the country was really beautiful back then? I'm sure. I mean, can you imagine what it looked like 3,000 years ago? Beautiful. Wow, I can't even imagine. But your God doesn't really like people very much. It seems gods don't have much in common with modern man. Not much in common at all. They do things. He does things like that. Then he goes. He orders the killing of all the men, women, and children of each city, and the looting and all of value. He orders another attack and the killing of all the living creatures of the city, men and women, young and old, as well as oxen and sheep and asses. Joshua 6. In Judges 21, he orders the murder of all the people of Jabesh Gilead, except for the virgins, by the way, of course, who were taken to be forcibly, what they were taken for. He gives them virgins because, well, they even still nowadays, that's their big hype. If they die as a martyr, they get 70 virgins. You're dead. Why do you want virgins? I don't get it. It's just ignorance. It's total mythological ignorance. And if you try to follow it and actually go to a college to learn psychiatry, any psychology, any of the humanities, you start studying them, be prepared to have your religion ridiculed. Okay? Because college is all about reason, critical thinking. They will teach you how to think critically so you can make the proper decisions. And you're going to learn that you don't have the right to talk about creation and stuff like that. You can't do it. It's just not part of the science curriculum. They won't allow it. You can talk about it in religious studies because that's all they talk about. So you get it? And it's not like atheists and scientists are trying to answer your question for where you came from. If you don't know by now, I don't know what to tell you. You just didn't learn your science. I mean, it's really simple. Just because you don't understand science, evolution, how the world works, that doesn't necessarily mean that by default God did it. There's a big magician in the sky gonna, have this rapture and bring all of the chosen up, and everybody else has to stay behind, I guess. I don't believe it. I don't trust you. I don't trust your God. This is the kind of guy that does this thing. In 2 Kings 10:18-27, God orders the murder of all the worshippers of a different God in their very own church. What a nice guy, huh? What a nice guy you got there. How loving. In total, that's 371,186 people directly ordered by dude. And you want to follow this creature? You don't get it, do you? These people wrote the Bible. All right. They wrote what they saw, but being superstitious, they considered them gods. Whereas if you go to the Sumerians, who wrote tablets and wrote about things they saw during the same round, period, they talked about the Anunnaki, who were literally in Sumerian people from the stars. They didn't think they were gods, just people from the stars. And that they had machines that they went here and there with. Read some of the Epic of Gilgamesh. You'll know what I mean. Don't just close your mind up to this God thing you've got, because you'll really close that smart little mind of yours off to a lot of good science. Okay? We're not trying to tell you how to live your life. That's not what science or atheism does. The only thing is, you all gave us that label. It means that we don't believe in myths. We find it unnecessary. They're not used in our life. We don't think about it. The worst part about it is, I've been indoctrinated so long at my age that I still say God damn it, or oh my God, or Jesus fucking Christ. I'd say excuse my language, but you made it dirty, I didn't. All right? Fornication under command of the king. Good evening. I thought that was a pretty good answer, so we'll see you later. You love your God. That's just plain silly. Go back and read your Old Testament and so forth. That's the real God that you're talking about. The supposed creator, omnipotent, omniscient. And even in the Jesus thing, if you don't believe in him, he's going to throw you in hell too. It's all about sexual punishment for some reason. It is. If your daughter is not a virgin at the time of her marriage, it's up to you to take your neighbors and show them and pick the right stones to kill her, to stone her to death because she wasn't a virgin. She was already deflowered. And the guy who did it to her, he has to marry her before they kill her. Come on. That's another culture, I know, but it's no different than what the freaking Christians did hundreds of years ago. Some of their pagan stuff was really weird. The whole crucifix thing is macabre, don't you think? Really? You can love without this deity, trust me. I know all my morals. I know what's good, what's bad. I know what's good for me, what's bad for me. I know not to hurt people or kill people or steal from them. I know those things. That morality is just natural. Atheists have it naturally. We want to be good to everybody. We want to be decent. That's just automatic. Y'all can't understand that we don't have meeting halls or places to go or groups or whatever it is. You don't understand that we're not worshiping. That's not it. It's not a worship. It's not a church. It's a label that you gave us. That means we have no gods. Period. Good night. See how you answer that one. See how that one works out for you, okay? See you later. Me? I'm just an earthling. Look me up.